Good morning and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. I am getting ready to go car shopping because my car was totaled last week in a car accident. Luckily, I was not injured. The other driver was not injured. Neither of us were hurt at all. And the damage to my car didn't even look that bad, but because my car was 25 years old, it's totaled. So I'm going car shopping. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to go car shopping during a pandemic. So I think this is my plan. I'm going to wear a mask, of course. I'm going to take gloves. And when I test drive a car, I'll wear gloves. And if I test drive more than one car, I'll change gloves between each car. And I've got hand sanitizer. And I'm taking Clorox wipes. If I actually buy a car, I'll Clorox the steering wheel and the gear shift and the door handle and everything I'm going to touch. But just to test drive it, I'll just wear a mask and gloves. I feel like the middle of a pandemic is not the best time to test drive cars, but I live in a really rural area. It's extremely difficult to not have a car here. I have had neighbors have been giving me rides, up to the store, to the post office, stuff like that, to the food pantry. But, for any kind of a long-term thing, you need a car where I live. And so a couple friends of mine have come from Ohio to visit and help me car shop. And I hate car shopping. I find it so stressful. And it's only more stressful when it's in the middle of a pandemic. But that's my plan. Mask, gloves, which I'm just taking like a whole box of gloves. I'm going to change them between each car I drive. And hand sanitizer, and then Clorox wipes if I buy something. And I really hope I buy something because, my friends are only here for like a week, so I've got a week to get all this stuff done. Wish me luck. I'll come back later tonight after I've gone car shopping and let you know how it went. Alright, it is late and I am exhausted, but I just want to give you an update about my car shopping. I did all the things I said I was going to do, wore a mask, gloves, took hand sanitizer, all that stuff. It was alright. Found a car I really liked. It was a Toyota with really low mileage on it for a really good price. It was slightly more than I'd hoped to spend, but it was just a car that would probably last me for a really long time. Problem is the bank didn't want to approve a loan for the amount that I needed to finance. Apparently my credit's not quite as good as I thought it was or hoped it was. I do pay my bills, but I think a lot of you are kind of in the situation where you don't have a whole lot of extra money. Your, debt to income ratio or whatever they look at is just, it's hard. And, a lot of us are really struggling right now. And so you know what that's like, whether you're on disability or you're not, people are living on limited money these days, and we're all doing the best we can, and so it's frustrating when you do that. Hi, Whiskers. There's Whiskers' ears. Anyway, so I'm waiting to talk to the loan officer at the credit union, hopefully tomorrow, and find out if they will, if I put more down than I, initially said I had to put down. If I put down more, will they finance a lesser amount? Is there something we can work out? Or else I'm going to need to look for another car that's a little bit less. And this was only about $1,000 more than I'd wanted to spend, which, I say that, but $1,000 is a lot of money to me, and I know it is to a lot of you too. But there were some decent options, I think, for lesser prices. I really had this idea that this Toyota would probably last me forever and would be a great car. So we'll see what happens. I was really stressed out by the time I got home from car shopping. I was really exhausted. And man, I'd rather just like be in the garden and pull weeds for a few hours and then come home and can a bunch of jelly or whatever than go car shopping. It exhausts me. I just find the whole thing like so stressful. And so while we were out, my friend took me to go car shopping because of course I can't drive myself to go car shopping. And so while we were waiting to hear back from the bank, we wanted to stay in the city because we drove like an hour to get to the car place. We didn't want to drive back home and then have to turn around and go back if the loan got approved. So we kind of hung out. We ran a few errands. I went to the thrift store, wore my mask and stuff. I really need, if you've noticed, I'm wearing like the same couple shirts all the time. It's because I have like 3 shirts that I like really like tank tops, really cool shirts for summer, and one is like actually getting holes in it. It's so worn out. And I have like 2 pairs of shorts that fit me comfortably, and so I went to look for tank tops and shorts. So I got like 2 shirts. Hey, maybe I should show you what I got. Hang on a second. Let me grab it. Okay, here's what I got at the thrift store. Look at this shirt. See if you can see it because the lighting's not that good. It's a tank top. See the little cat on it? Isn't that cute? So I got that. I know Whisker's just like, I want to see. Did you get me something? I did not get you something, Whisker Cat. Then I got this top. You see the Whiskers? Seriously. You move. I'll let you play in the bag when I'm done. So do you see that? And I just got a pair of blue jean shorts. You don't really need to see those. They're not that interesting. I got 2 flannel receiving blankets. Let me tell you, they usually have them for about $1. It's the best flannel because it's used, it's old, it's been worn and washed a whole bunch. It's super soft. It's great for any of your like craft or sewing projects that you need flannel for, seriously. Flannel receiving blankets from the thrift store. So they had 2 of those that was the same pattern, like flowers and butterflies. I got 2 of those. Get out of there, Whiskers. Then I got a couple glass bowls because that's what I feed my dog and my cats out of and give them water in. And so they were like, this was $1.50. Every once in a while, one of them gets dropped and broken or whatever, but I don't like to feed them out of plastic because like the chemicals can leach into the water and sometimes they don't like the taste of it. And I don't think the cats like the taste of metal bowls either. So I got them dishes, which isn't that exciting, but I'm excited about my shirts. They were a good price. Okay, but so it was like more shopping than I really wanted to do. And it was exhausting. And I was just so worn out by the time I got home. And since I've got friends in from out of town, and they're not even staying here, they're staying at a hotel, and I don't want to sound like they're being bad house guests or anything, because they're not. But like, they're at my house for lunch or whatever, and then there's like extra dishes to do. And I'm just exhausted. I'm so exhausted. Hopefully I have good news about the car tomorrow. Everybody cross your fingers for me. Otherwise, something will work out. I mean, I could manage without a car for a little while. Just really the biggest thing right now that upsets me about not having a car is I've got this garden that I put a lot of work into. I put a little money into, but really just a lot of, sweat and energy and hope and prayers and like literally praying while I'm on my knees pulling weeds in the garden. So this garden's really important to me, and I can't get to the garden. I have to have a car to get there. So I want to have a car because I want to be able to garden. Would it be the end of the world if I don't have a car for a while? It would not, but I really want one. Anyway, that's my update on today. Cross your fingers for me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Cross your fingers, and hopefully I'll have good news the next time I talk to you. Stay safe, friends.